In this short session, we're going to be working on a ad, which is really going to be basic. It's going to be, I think it's a 30-second ad, and it's just got VO and music. So there's not going to be much to it, but I'm going to show you a few little tricks in there as well, some plugins that I like to use for things like VO with music. I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you how to set up a quick template that is great for just sort of ads and stuff. So it will get 4 audio tracks. We're going to call them DX. I put a space in there so that it's, we put DX. I'm going to show you how we're going to set up a template. We're going to set up a quick template here. So we're going to get 4 audio tracks called DX, and we put a space in there so that we, okay. So I'm going to show you how to quickly set up a template that is great for things like commercials. I'm going to show you quickly how to make a template. It's great for commercials, but really we still set up buses because it just makes export and archiving a lot easier. So we want 4 channels of DX, and we're going to put a space there. So it's going to add 1 to 4. We're going to add 4, let's do 4 effects channels, but they're going to be mono. So we're going to do that. We're going to go, let's go with 4 stereo. Effects stereo with space. And then we want to add, we're going to add, let's go 3 buses. So we'll just let that, we can call it an aux or a bus. Let's call it a bus for now. And then we're going to add 1 stereo. I'm going to do 2 stereo masters because I'm going to send you guys one. But you could set up multiple masters. So you could set up just a standard broadcast master and then say a webmaster. But in this instance, we're just going to do a webmaster for this one. It'll be web volume, but we're going to just do 1 master rather than sending to 2. But I do sometimes have a webmaster where I boost a little bit higher and put a little bit of compression on it because web tends to be a bit louder than broadcast. But let's just set this up. And so we can go through and color code these. I normally do my dialogue as more of a reddish color because it's recording, I guess. I don't know. It's just a thing that I do. Effects, we've got 2 different effects channels. It really doesn't matter what colors we pick here. Go more purple, and then just so our stereo is just slightly different, we'll go with a darker purple color. We're going to have our DX bus, FX bus, and our MX bus, which is our music. Didn't even add music tracks. All right, let's do that. Normally you probably only have 1 stereo music track, and let's stick with that, but it depends. If you're doing something like, short commercial or something, maybe we'll add 4 in there just to be sure. And so we want to send, let's set up these buses here. So if you hold Option Command Shift, I think it is, I've got obviously my setups for here. So if we go, we could do that. It'll do it in order, but obviously this is not in the right order because I've got Foley and ambience set up for when I do other exports, but we'll do a stereo master, and I'm just going to call this, do we have like a stream or something? I've got lots of extra buses here. No, so I'll set a new one up. So we're just going to go in and out, and we're going to have, I'll call this, just add another one. These are all set up from the last project that I worked on. Don't need any of these. We'll have stream, that's just going to you. That's all fine, we'll just leave all those. So I just want to make sure, cancel that. Yep, so when I audition stuff, that's going to you. And to me, and then I'm going to send, so I've got binaural, which I'm going to send to the stream, and that's just going to be, we'll go 714, which is my main output here. So now I'll hear the 714 and you'll hear this stream 1. So these 4 channels need to go to the stream, and then if I click on these and hold control, we want to send that to also you guys. So we got both. The one thing I need to do as well is I'll put my like a hard limiter on as well. And I just want to set that to, I kind of give a bit of grace when it comes to web stuff. I might even go like 3.4, and I also will boost that 3.4 so it's kind of zeroed out, if you know what I mean. So where input and output's the same, and I'm going to copy that. So what you're hearing is the exact same as what I'm hearing as well. And so we want to then just send our DX to our DX bus, our FX to our FX bus, and our MX to our MX bus. And so we can add some reverbs as well. So if we want to add reverbs, we can just right click on that, add a new track, and we can do a stereo bus, and that will then send through a reverb, and then we just patch it to whichever bus we want to send that to. So we're now set up. That's really like a basic setup. Didn't take us too long. I would suggest that if you're going to do something like this, then you save it as a preset too. The other thing we can do as well is maybe set up VCAs for all 4. Let's just do that quickly. Sorry, all 3, because we've got 3. Let's just set up VCAs while we're at it. Let's go VCAs. I might just make them none when it comes to color. In fact, I'm going to make one more, so we'll just quickly duplicate it. And we're going to call that, I normally just put a V, put DX, VFX, VMX, and V all. So this one will trigger these. So if we make a group, that's not the right button. That's not the right button. There we go. And we want to make that all. We can go mix and edit, but I generally just do mix. And that seems right there. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I didn't call it anything. So if we go all, and then we can call that V all as well. That's not letting us. Oh, maybe, it's automatically selecting that. Follow global. No, we don't want that. Don't know what's going on here. Oh, is that? I'm not pressing the right one, I guess. Oh, group. There we go. V all. Sorry, I was pressing the wrong short commands. We want to go to mix, and then we want to select that and just check. We got volume. That's fine. We could do mute as well. Oh no, because we might want to just mute one or the other. Oh no, let's do mute as well. So now if we mute that, it'll mute all of those. Yeah, and then we want to select these. We're going to add a group. We're going to call that VDX. Just want to mix, and we're going to go DX there. Great. That mutes. Yep, that's good. Select these, group those, VFX. Select VFX. Select those, group that, and it's VMX. Let's just make sure we had that on mix and modify this one. Just make sure we had that mix only. So it means, you know, your group isn't, it doesn't do edits as well as like you just want it to be faded. So that means if we want to, we can just pull that down and lower the whole thing. The other thing you might want to do is if we put, I love WML meters plus by waves, and we can obviously then get our LUF meters going. After that, we can put these into folder tracks if we want, especially if we're going to have a lot of tracks. So we can put them just into a DX basic folder. Put that into, it just means we can keep things a bit organized. Move to folder, FX, and then we can add that to a group, MX. And while we're at it, we could put all these into a group as well. Call that masters, even though it's VCAs as well. That works. And if we want to, we can change the color of these. Can keep that blue. Can make that a lighter pink. Make that a brighter red. And these masters could just be black if we want. And then it means we can just close things as we need to, just by pressing Shift F. Keep stuff organized. Then after that, we want to import our video, which I've downloaded somewhere here. Now we're going to copy this. Actually, we should do it out here. So we're going to go downloads. This is what I've downloaded. We're going to copy that into our folder, which I suggest you doing, because if you delete that folder, you're screwed. So we're going to then add that in. Oops, wrong file. There we go. Add audio as well. We're not going to worry about putting it 1 hour because he wouldn't have given us any beeps or anything like that. Just want to make sure we got that at the start of our video. Oh, that didn't go across as well. That's very messy. Just going to listen to that. Oh wait, that's not sending through. So let's send that to, let's go just our DX.
Come on down to Pipeworks Market Thomastown, your local community market. We've got everything you need. A jumping castle, slide, shows for the...
While I'm at it, I'm just going to quickly text the post-producer of this and just check in. Is this for web? Can't even remember. He spoke to me today. Next, we're going to import our session import data, and we want to go downloads, and we're going to import our AFF, which is 2 stereo tracks. I'm assuming dialogues in stereo, but we'll make it mono. Copy from source media is fine. We want that at 0 hour. That's all good. Oh no, there you go. He's done it right. All right, so we're at 1 hour. So we can grab these 2 files here. And if you click spot and we go to move it, we can select that 1 hour. Same with this one. And then everything's at 1 hour. So if we just go 1 hour, yep.
Come on down to Pipeworks Market.
Okay, so we just can check sync, make sure everything's good. We're not going to need this anymore. Let's hide and make inactive. So we've got our video here. I'll go full screen for you. Now we want to go back to grid mode. So we've got our dialogue, which has been recorded and it's pretty red hot. I'm going to split this into mono. Even though we're really only working in stereo, it probably doesn't matter. I'm going to just hide and make inactive. So we've got 1 mono audio here, and we just want to make sure that is centered, which it's not. So see how when you import an AFF, you'll see here that it's got the markers. It's got automation already written, and that's because it's just taken the automation from the AFF. So what you can do is select the area or select all, and you just want to clear special, and you go all automation. And now, because if I center that, so I just pressed Option and clicked, now that's in the center. It's not playing because I haven't set this to my output. So let's go DX. Let's go MX for that.
Come on down to Pipeworks Market, Thomastown.
So if we don't do the automation thing, if I click to center that, as soon as you start playing, it's going to go to the left because of the automation that's been written in. So I'm just going to redo that and recenter it. And so we've got channels here. What you can do is, like what I suggest you do, you can put this into like an AFF group, which let's do that. We're going to put that into its own group, call that AFF. And so they're now in their own AFF folder, and we're going to keep them there and just copy these into our own tracks. So I'm assuming that they don't want effects, or talking to Tim today, they don't want any effects or anything. So we're really just mixing the audio with the music. We want to make sure that we've got lots of vibe. So we're going to mute that. We can close that for now.